You are sitting in wedding gown and tears continuously sliding down from your cheeks, and it's continued from last 1 hour as you closed your eyes. Do you pack wine except Chai as your lawfully wedded husband? He asked fifth time, but you're still looking down, paying no attention to rituals. But then your mom called your name, bringing you back to reality. Answer, dear, she whispered in yell, while you look at your father and brother who is looking at you coldly as you look at your soon-to-be husband who just passed you a warm smile, but you didn't react as your eyes are already filled and throat is heavy. But you closed your eyes, making your tears to fall on ground. I cut it off by a gunshot sound, which made you flinch as you quickly opened your eyes. Why are you such in a hurry, sweetheart? A familiar voice came which sent shivers to your spine. And the man walked with the same dark aura and devilish smirk plastered on his face, which raised your heartbeat so fast in fear, and the name came out in whisper, Jungkook. He walked like a lion who feared nothing as your dad and brother is about to stop him, but grabbed by some man who pointed gun on them, making your heart drop. Appa, you shouted a little. And seeing hundreds of people entering in the venue with weapons, the guests present in venue panicked and tried to run but stopped by the gunshot, which Jungkook shot in the air. If anyone dare to move from their places, then they will be not going home, but will go straight to hell. He roared in his dark aura, but his gaze was fixed on you. Everyone got terrified, including priest, but your gaze turned into hate once. And he walked near you, and you're looking at him with so much hate and pain which is caused by him. What do you want now? There's a fierce eye contact between you two. Quite a lot, he whispers in his dark voice. Inu held your hand, pulling you behind him as Jungkook's gaze followed where his hands were placed, and he's feeling like cut those hands right there. He looked at him with aggression. Who are you? He asked, and Jungkook let out a dry chuckle and he brushed tip of his gun on his forehead as he gave you a side glare which is enough to shiver your spine. You're dead. Saying this, he hit him harshly with gun, making him fall on the ground as you covered your mouth in shock. He pointed gun on him and there is a serious expression on his face where anger is clearly visible in it as he is about to shoot him, but you moved his hand quickly in air as you both looked at each other fiercely. How dare you? He said in his dark voice. What do you want? My heart was not enough for you to break, huh? That you came again to scratch my wounds. What is the meaning of all this? You yelled in pain and he pulled you by your name. Breaking your heart wasn't my target, he said, looking directly in your eyes. Stay away from my sister, you. He yelled but couldn't speak more as he received a hard punch from one of his men. Ryan, you yelled as you were about to walk to him but pulled back by Shankar. Leave my hand. Let me go, you struggle in his grip. I'm not here to listen to or your family's bullshit. He said, being uninterested, and you look at him with those hateful gaze. Leave my hand, you bloody jerk, you shouted, but Jungkook grabbed Ryan's arm firmly, causing her to wince in pain, and he dragged you with him to Priest, who just looked at him, being terrified. Please don't do anything to me, I'm begging, he said, being terrified. How can I do anything to you? You are the one who is going to do our wedding rituals. As you look at him with your wide open eyes. He yelled, but he also receives a punch from his man, making him groan in pain. Upon next time the sound comes out, hit them non-stop. Did you hear? He ordered to his man. Jungkook, she yelled, and he looked at her. You are too noisy, but I want to hear these pleadings and yell somewhere else. Stay away from me, you said, turning your face aside, but he made you look at him, forcefully grabbing your chin. Eyes on me, princess. But a hard slap landed on his face, making his face turn aside, but your soul almost left your body, seeing those dark orbs and there another kind of aura visible on his face which you have never seen before. And he grabbed your arm harshly, causing pain as your tears stopped, and he looked at your eyes with dark orbs. I have given you a lot of leeway. Let me show you my monster side, whom Jungkook known for. He walked near Priest before pointing a gun at him. Start the ritual without any fuss, he said in his dark voice as Priest called before nodding multiple times. I will not marry you, leave me. I said leave me, you yelled with struggling in his grip. Start, he ordered to Priest as he looks at her. This is the last warning for you. Everything is fixed, so stop struggling. You bite his hands, which leave him unaffected. As you look up with your teary eyes, and you can see art on his hand, which made him chuckle slightly. Kitten in front of me, but this will be arranged. What is the meaning of all this? When you had gone from my life, then why came back? You yelled with tears. He is about to wipe the tears which slide down from your plumpy cheeks, but you turn your face aside. But this time he grabbed you from chin a little harshly. Dare to do this again, I will pull out these pretty eyes of yours. Eyes on me, he ordered. You're a monster. Uh-huh. Devil who straight came from hell, he said, correcting you. I never thought you would turn out to be a such person. I wish I have never met you. And he chuckled firmly before kissing your cheeks softly. Correction, baby girl. You haven't met me by mistake. It was written in your destiny. And guess who wrote it? Any guesses? He said, smirking heavily, and you were looking at him with your hatred gaze. The devil John Jungkook itself. And yes, one more thing I just write in your destiny. That you to become my wife. Mafia scoundrel, stay in your limits, he yelled as he caught one more punch and again. Trehan, you yelled. You two, brother and sister, are too noisy, but I will see your brother first. He is about to walk, but you quickly grabbed his wrist. No, you won't do anything to him, you said, panicking, and he chuckled heavily. Not now, but definitely later, and he walked near you. Start rituals, I don't have much time, he said, looking at his watch, but you denied. No, I will not marry you, shaking your head, and his lips turned straight as he walked near you, making you step backward. Be a good girl, otherwise the consequences won't be good. What will you do? You will kill me? At the most, kill me. I'm in front of you, shoot me, Jungkook. He poked his inner cheeks. If I had to kill you, I would have done that a long ago. But yes, can do something more worse, he said, rubbing his forehead with the tip of the. What do you mean? You asked in astonishment, but your heart dropped next moment as he instructed to his man to shoot his brother and father, but you yelled in fear. Please, 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 Jungkook, I'm begging you. He closed his eyes and then he let go of those emotions as his lips curled up in a devilish smirk as he wiped her tears gently before handing her hand. Obey me then. You know that vigorously instructed his man. Start rituals, and this time you should not make any sound, otherwise this time there will be no mercy. My man will straight blow their heads. Good girl. He patted her cheek soft. As soon as Jungkook looked at Priest, he starts reading vows, and you stood there crying silently. Tepak Wayan, except John Jungkook as your lawful husband. He asked, but you felt like your words got stuck in your throat. Speak, princess. You still didn't say anything, making him frustrated as he looked at his watch. I will count to 1. If you didn't say anything, that He instructed to his man, making a bet to become a good girl. I announce you two as a lawfully wedded husband. You may kiss the bride now. Cut it out as he lifts you up in his arms, making you guess. I'm sure you won't like me being wild in front of your little brother, father. You know what I mean? You think you can get me by marrying me? I'm not the one whom you think, which you can get easily this time. And also, I'm not the same Jungkook who will cherish you this time. I have a purpose on a purpose. He patted your cheeks gently, and he walked near your dad and brothers, and sent stares to them before putting you down as he hugged your dad. Karma can forget once, John Jungkook doesn't forget. Your destruction is standing in front of you, Park William. I would have killed you, but that's not fun. First, I will destroy you completely, he whispers. Who are you? He asked, and he let out a dry chuckle. To make you pay your deeds. Devil straight came from hell to destroy you, but it's a pity that your daughter will also suffer. He acted to dust off. Before he could say anything, a hard punch landed on his face, making him fall on the ground. Appa, you're about to walk, but he didn't let you go to him, and he dragged you with him. Leave me. Let me see my Appa. Please leave me. She pleaded, but he didn't let her go. You clutched your dress tightly while crying silently as the door opened, and you quickly caught up thinking that it's Jungkook, but there was a maid who came with food tray. Ma'am, dinner. Master has told you to have dinner. He'll be coming. I don't want any food. Take this from here. Coldly, and she walked near you as she put hand on your shoulder. Dear, don't get angry over food. As you look at her, she is a middle-aged lady who is showing motherly concern. I don't have appetite. Please take this food. She put the tray on the table. Eat whenever you feel like, but before master comes. And if there is any need, please call. Rest all your necessary items have already been arranged by the master. Smiling, and he looked at him surprised when she mentioned about Jungkook. She's about to walk. Achuma, he called her suddenly, and she turned and looked at. I have never met you before. When did you came here? You asked as you visited Jungkook's house before. I was here only, dear, but I have never got a chance to meet you. But I watched you from distance. You were lost in your thoughts, and then you heard a door opening sound as you flinched, but didn't dare to look back, because you know the person you recognized by his fragrance. Every step raising your heartbeat, and your heart rate is on peak when you felt the presence near you, and you got up in nervousness and about to go, but pulled back by him as your back tightly crashed in his chest, making you shut your eyes. And he snuggled in your crook, and you hate the fact how your body responded to his touch. Long time, he whispers while snuggling in your crook, but then he bites your ear a little roughly. You tried your best not to make any sound, and he made you flip. You didn't look in his eyes, but he made you look at him by holding your chin. Oh, this much hate for me, princess? He said while kissing your cheeks and looking directly in your eyes, but you jerked his hands, making his jaw tighten. Hate and regret. That once I fought for a person like you, a cheater like you, a monster like you, couldn't complete as he grabbed your. Choose your words wisely when you are talking to me. As he slowly cupped your cheeks before smiling. My addiction, he said while kissing your lower lip while you tried to away but failed because of his strong grip around your. How low you will stoop. I'm not your slave, you yelled with your broken voice. You are my prey. Leave me, Jung. You can't do this to me. Trying your best to push him, but he pulled you more close. I can do anything with you, baby girl. And he pushed you on bed before hovering above you, and his hand slowly brushed from your face to neck, sending the feeling you want to like but your mind isn't ready to accept that this man whom you loved unconditionally once will become the man you hate the most. He was leaning in, but stopped by your words. Why you played with my feelings? Am I here to play Q&A with you? He said mockingly as he is about to lean again, but he stopped he, by you and he gave you a blank look. I won't be letting you play with me this time. You're mine, sweetheart. You suddenly grabbed his collar, making his aura to change. When you yourself and everything, why you came back in my life, just why you involved my family? When you don't love me, even after I loved you unconditionally, why you come back to break me again? Why? Who said I love you? It was all a game, baby girl. Your everything belongs to me, the Jungkook. Every woman has two sides. One would surrender all of herself to the man whom she loved. Another, you should pray you never see the other one. He jerked his collar and Jungkook let out a tragic. Very daring, I see. So you are saying that you are not ready to surrender yourself to me? Never in this life. You will definitely get me with your power, but I will never be yours. You said, adding fuel to his anger in every way possible as he grabbed your throat, not putting any kind of pressure, but grabbing like choking. Now you will pack me. You will yearn for my touch.